Henry the Navigator, a great horse. A 4-time Group 1 winning miler. Twice a Royal Ascot record breaker.
And he's a good miler, all right. He's a champion.
He was the most brilliant colt of his generation.
Henry the Navigator, he's brilliant. There's no doubt about it. He's got such a turn of foot.
Yeah, very good horse, very fast horse. I think we probably never had a miler as quick as he was. He's a great acceleration, travelled very well, very tough. Like I said, exceptional horse.
It takes an unusually precocious juvenile to beat 19 rivals and the track record in the Coventry Stakes at Royal Ascot on only his second start.
Henry the Navigator, Swiss Franks got to win half a length, but Henry the Navigator won the Coventry.
But how many such horses could still be raising their game in a Breeders' Cup Classic nearly a year and a half later? Timeform rated Henry the Navigator 6 pounds superior to his sire, King Mambo, while Aidan O'Brien believes that he has never trained a better miler. And this from a man who's won Grade 1 races by the dozen at the trip.
Henry the Navigator, but being by King Mambo, I'd say he's probably the fastest son there ever was. Like I said, I'd say he's the best miler we ever had, and we had some great milers like Giant's Causeway and Rocket Gibraltar. But this horse is very fast. Even though he showed in the Classic, he got a mile and a quarter. Speed was his big thing. Very precocious. He was early. Won a Coventry very easily. Quick thinkers, quick minds. You don't have to teach them anything, they learn very quick, which is usually the good sign of a horse. Henry had a great pedigree himself, loads of speed. By King Mambo, he's a great blend of speed and mile and a quarter blood. Just beat in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Very fast 2-year-old himself from day one. I think when he won his maiden 8 lengths. For one of ours, that's unusual, so obviously there was not natural talent in there.
They're off. And Lottie Dodd just gave them a length or so in the early stages. Bungle in the Jungle and Littermore show in front, probably towards the near side. Just tracking in behind them is Christopher Colombo. They're followed by Pedro the Great and Lottie Dodd as Bungle in the Jungle strides along a couple of lengths in front for Martin Harley to lead from probably racing second. Christopher Colombo and Littermore on the outside. Pedro the Great tracked by Lottie Dodd. Racing on now to the halfway point, and Bungle in the Jungle striding along in front, tracked by probably Littermore on the outside of Christopher Colombo, Pedro the Great and Lottie Dodd. Racing on now with 2.5 to go in the Keeneland Phoenix Stakes, and the leader Bungle in the Jungle probably in the centre, and on the outside Littermore. They're being followed by Christopher Colombo, and then comes on the outside Pedro the Great and Lottie Dodd. Racing now towards the final furlong, and probably just comes through on the near side to pick it up on the outside. Pedro the Great, Littermore in between them, and now from the back of that faller there was Christopher Colombo, came down as they race in. Joseph O'Brien's up, racing inside the final 150 yards, and Pedro the Great striding on now for Shamie Heffernan will beat Littermore. Lottie Dodd will come through for third on the outside of probably who's fourth. Bungle in the Jungle is last.
And away they go. Fantastic Moon was slow to begin. Summit County breaks well from the inside. George Vancouver, Gervinho's right there as well. Alongside of that, Brown Almighty. Now here's Lines of Battle, and Lines of Battle crosses over to lead them. I'm Bound to Score in the red cap goes up between horses. Now they're lining up 3 on the lead. No More has no option but to go 4 wide. It was just bumped wider there by Dundonnell. He didn't corner too well. No More had to go wide, 7 off the leaders. Dry Summers in there. Along the inside we have Noble 2 now 8 lengths off the leader. Behind that, Balance the Books back third last. Inside of that we have Artiginio, and last of all is Fantastic Moon. Down the backstretch they go now, and Summit County out in front 3 parts of a length. Gervinho now cutting into that lead, and I'm Bound to Score. They make it 3 in a line as they go into the turn. Racing back in the 4th spot as Brown Almighty has to go 4 wide, but right there George Vancouver's in there. Dundonnell only 3 lengths off them. They're all bunching up. Johar's been ridden along. On the far side we have Lines of Battle. Now here's Noble Tune in the orange, 5 lengths off them. No More's been caught wide on the outside, and Artigiano trying to make up ground at the rail. They come for home now, and Brown Almighty in the white face. Brown Almighty, Gervinho running a big one. Gervinho, Brown Almighty, Dundonnell in the pink cap on the outside getting a run too. George Vancouver gets through. Noble Tune, and on the extreme outside here comes Balance the Books. Balance the Books late. They come for home though, and it is going to be George Vancouver, George Vancouver, George Vancouver up to win it. It'll be close for second.
Running up to the 4 mark now, Ambience in the lead, being tracked by Big Time Sudaman. War Command on the outside of Sniper. Beginning to make their way now towards the halfway point as Ambience goes along a couple of lengths clear. In second place, Big Time. Sudaman is third, a couple of lengths to War Command. And the back mark of the 5 is Sniper. They're running on to the 2. Ambience in the lead from Big Time. In the center, Sudaman. War Command being asked to quicken up on the outside. Racing now down towards the final furlong. Almost 4 in line now. Ambience taken on by Big Time. Sudaman in the center. War Command under pressure to get to them on the outside as Sudaman comes through the lead. On the near side, Big Time. War Command on the outer, racing up towards the finish. It's Sudaman, just the leaders. They go to the line. Sudaman and Wayne Lorden will beat Big Time. War Command is third.